Hi, and welcome to the Toon Goons, the podcast in which we take an adult and critical perspective into the world of cartoons and animation, and analyze how they affect the pop cultural landscape at large. I'm one of your hosts, Nikki.
I'm Nina.
And I am the Pod Ghost, master of all digital audio-based entertainment. Beware! And also rate and subscribe on iTunes, it really helps, but mostly beware!
True story. And I knew I was going to talk about this at this part of the show because I knew that's what Tooch's bit was in. I knew it was going to be in that vein. It's like, how could it not be? For a good portion of my life, like 6 years, I completely forgot about the Box Ghost. Like
Shame on you.
I started rewatching Danny Phantom, and I'm like, oh yeah, this guy! I forgot! The most memorable character. What a dipshit. This week, we are talking about the Nicktoon Danny Phantom, the final chapter in our, what was it? Octoonber? Octoonber Odyssey of spook-ass shows.
For now.
Well, for 2015. Octoonber 2015. We'll come back to you next year in 2016 for... it's going to be the year... Yeah, it's the year of Nina. Because Astro Boy, Phoenix Wright, and Mega Man. We're going to do some other stuff next year, like probably Gargoyles and Courage, and then 2 movies, because fuck.
Yeah.
My tummy hurts.
Your tummy hurts. I bought a car today?
Yeah? What the fuck?
Yeah, like
I ate a lot of
TV?
General Tso's for dinner, so my tummy literally hurts.
I was like, oh, I'm just going to test drive it, see what the price is, boo, boo. And then, like, the price was actually really good, so I'm like, oh, I guess I'm going to buy this car. And like, the whole time I was doing, like, cool guy, like, whatever. This car's pretty cool. Because, you're supposed to play it cool, you don't want to seem desperate. And then, like, once we, like, I was playing it cool the whole time, then they showed me the prices, like, well, first I was like, Mom, is that good? And she's like, yeah, that's actually pretty good. Oh, no. I spent more money today than I have in my entire life on that down payment.
Dang.
Yeah.
But now I have a car that doesn't handle like a bumper car like the van did. Like, if I had to turn it any sharper than what you gotta turn to change lanes, it started fighting me.
Oh, no.
It's an old car. We've had that car since I was like 9.
Yep. So now I drive a blue Nissan Versa hatchback.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Let's talk about news and not my car.
Okay.
I'm so nervous about this car. Now I own a car. What? The other car's like, oh, it's already got 50 dents in it. If I, like, crash it into a bridge, who cares? And I was like, this is my car. I just bought it. I have many thousands of dollars I need to pay.
Yes.
Let's talk about news, please, Christ.
Okay,
Crunchyroll.
So, Crunchyroll, everybody's favorite anime streaming site, business corporation.
One of the 2 that are on there, on the internet.
Have announced that they have launched a joint venture to create a company focused on funding anime co-production projects.
Ooh.
So they're going to go from just streaming anime here in the West to being part of anime's production committee. And then that way they can immediately acquire foreign distribution rights and promote the anime outside of Japan, as well as influence the content of the anime in an effort to make it more appealing to Western audiences.
That's not the wording I like hearing.
No. I mean that's not exactly what they're doing, but that's what people are saying, like, is something that could happen. I don't know.
I feel like Crunchyroll knows what anime people want.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to make it not anime. They're just going to make it, like, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people, there's been a lot of complaints on the internet lately.
Oh, of course.
About the anime content, and there's a lot of reasons for that.
You can find some of that on our show. We had a good discussion on our Parasite episode. Not regarding Parasite, because that was great, but other stuff.
But what's significant about this is it gives, like, a chance for worldwide anime fans to like reach anime production studios directly through the Crunchyroll platform, where it's like it'll make anime a little bit more actively trying to appeal to a global audience instead of just the very specific Japanese otaku market, which is what it's very entrenched in right now.
Right.
And the ideal plan is that it'll like, you know, help the industry sort of develop outside of this kind of rut that it's in and like let it flourish and experiment and do things that might not have normally done so it can appeal to a different market, you know?
Yeah, and like with anything like this, there's obviously gonna be like a risk of like, you know, oh well, then what will the content, like how different will the content be? Will it be bad? Will it be worse? And it's like, I'm sure it's not gonna be that substantially different. And I think overall, if they succeed in their core goals, which are really good, because you know the anime industry objectively needs help.
Yeah.
So anything like at this point, try anything. Like studios are shutting down at this point. Try anything.
Yeah, and I mean Crunchyroll simulcasts to North America, France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, and Latin America. I mean that's a lot of people. You know, and
I think if this goes well and is a substantial like thing that happens, I think overall, if there are any downsides, I think overall this will be to everyone's overall benefit.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I am interested in seeing how Crunchyroll has the money to do this. Like the fact that Crunchyroll is profitable as a business still kind of surprises me, because even though they have like 10 million registered users worldwide, only 700,000 of those are paying subscribers. So I don't really know how they even have the money to produce works.
Yeah, like ads are one thing, because like
that's money. Well, yeah, but they already need money to like license things and distribute things and
they also sell like merchandise and shit. Like you can go buy an anime titty girl figure from them, like right now.
I can.
That's absolutely within your power. I'm on their website right now. They have one.
Nina doesn't say anything for the rest of the podcast.
They have Perona from One Piece on sale for $24.99. You guys don't know who that is, but she's cute.
No,
I bet.
Probably.
I mean, don't all the girls kind of look like Nami anyway?
No, only a handful of them.
How dare you?
Only half of them. Ugh.
Well, but like the half that aren't are like crazy wild. Like the character design is really vast, but you can tell what Ichiro Oda's favorite body type is, but he doesn't always use it.
Okay. I'm just.
Well, I mean, we've talked about this. Tezuka was even worse. Tezuka drew one woman,
and then he turned her into a mouse.
Yeah, he drew two. Only one was published. The other was a mouse.
The other one was his secret. Shh. His secret girlfriend.
But yeah, this is really interesting, and I'm curious to see if this is going to have any kind of impact, or because I think we said it on the air. I don't remember, but like the future of anime is more international efforts.
Oh yeah,
that's just the facts, and I think it's only going to help everybody if we all like work together, invest together, and consume together. Like it's 2015.
Pretty much the only thing I know about like international economics is that Japan's economy's been stagnant for basically forever. Like for a long time.
After like the 80s.
Yeah, since like the 80s, their economy's been really stagnant. And the anime and manga, consumer economy seems to be even more stagnant because it's getting in this, in this rut of appealing to a small group of crappy people. Yeah. So if it's gotta like get across some more oceans, then maybe that's what it'll take.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll stop like having to produce so much crap.
Boy.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I don't know about crap, but
Speaking of stuff on the other side of oceans.
Certainly. On Animation Studios has announced that they have set a $75 million price point for a Playmobil film.
Feature film
Called Playmobil Robbers, Thieves, and Rebels.
That's already crazy.
Currently scheduled to arrive in 2018.
That's really specific, and like I wouldn't. Honestly, the only reason this is news is because it's theatrical, right?
It is theatrical.
That's the only reason it's news. If I went to like a grocery store and saw Playmobil, Robbers, Thieves, and Rebels on like the shelf for like $2, I'd be like, that's fine, that makes sense to me. But like, I'm not gonna $11 for a ticket.
That DVD shelf at the grocery store is one of my favorite things. Because sometimes they'll have like The Sixth Sense or like something good, and then it's like 80 talking dog movies.
Joe Dirt 2.
Part of the other reason why it's actually a story is the people behind the movie. Dimitri Rassam and Anton Somash. It's French.
They're all French.
They're all French from On
Can
Animation.
some Smiths get into animation for our sake? Can some John and Jesse Smiths get into the animation industry?
See, the thing with French is that it's none of the consonants are in the fucking pronunciation.
No.
There's no correlation between the spelling and the pronunciation. I'm sure, well, in ancient times there used to be. Yeah, cool.
But yeah, On Animation Studios, this company, On or O-N, I don't know how they pronounce it, was the company...
It's French, so it's ooh.
Was the company that recently made the Little Prince 2D, like 3D stop motion hybrid film that I have not seen. I don't know if it's out for international audiences yet, but the previews look very beautiful and it looks like a very interesting film. And they're going to be they're both going to involve Bob Perichetti, who is an animation guy who was the head of story for Little Prince, and he's going to be writing the Playmobil movie. So we're going from The Little Prince to...
Which is like a beloved children's story.
A beloved story about...
Yeah. It is so far only been released in France.
Yeah. To Playmobil.
Yeah, which like...
He will also be the director as well.
Yeah, I can see the business suit man meeting is like, well, it worked for Lego. The Lego movie was great. But like, we've talked about this a lot too, even outside of our Lost Lego Movie episode. And we'll talk about that movie again at some point. We'll get a guest on here. We'll rap about it. It's extremely Lord and Miller in that it's a stupid idea for a movie. But like, they go so deep with it. It's very much a meta-narrative, and I think meta-narrative can come across as very pretentious, and it never does for them. Yeah. It's because of their nearly inimitable talent that the Lego movie worked. Could they do Playmobil? Probably not twice, because it would be the same thing. Only, it's not even the same thing, because what Lego is, especially now, it's all of the brands. It's all the licensed brands under one other brand, having a big old brand fuck fest. Playmobil is just like plastic dudes.
It's just imagination.
Like house, castle, ship, zoo.
Yeah.
RV.
The movie's going to be animated in Canada, and Rassam says, "We're proud to bring a new cultural icon to the screen."
Okay.
Adding that Playmobil Robbers, Thieves, and Rebels would be the first installment of a film trilogy that On Animation is planning for the toy line. These figures have sparked the imagination and creativity of generations of kids worldwide.
False.
Not that many generations, because they were invented in the 70s. So, like, what would that be? 3 generations? 4?
$3 billion worth.
I have never in even my youngest days ever played with Playmobil, so maybe my perspective is skewed on that. But also, this is the reason for the dumbest thing I'll ever say in my life. Did not know there wasn't an E at the end of Playmobil. I like triple took at this article. I was like, wait, what?
I don't know. I mean, whenever I go into the toy aisle and I see them, I'm like, those look like really fun little sets. Like, because they're not brands, because they have no characters, you can project a lot of your own imagination onto them.
Yeah, they're definitely the baseline. I don't think they don't have a place, but it's like their niche that they fill is like we're the ground, we're the foundation, and everything up from here is just more creative.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of value to the fact that it's not just this Brand-a-Palooza, but, like, I don't know what kind of fucking movie you're gonna make out of it. Here's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna make a movie, and then they're gonna say it's a Playmobil movie, because Playmobil doesn't have any even semblance of a narrative. Like, Lego, with the Lego movie, like, my first impression of that, looking from the trailers, is like, oh, it's trying to capture the idea of, like, you dump all the Legos out together, and you do, like, a Super Smash Brothers with all your favorite characters in Lego. And, which the movie did do, but that wasn't the focus of the movie like I thought it was gonna be. Playmobil doesn't even have that angle to jump off of.
They're just fun, cute little plastic people.
Yeah, they're just nondescript little guys.
This movie does intrigue me specifically because I get the robbers and... Well, actually, no. What's the difference between a robber and a thief? I thought it was cops and robbers, but then I actually read it. I actually paid attention and read it with my brain. Because what I was going to ask is, who are the rebels and how do they... like, what? What is this plot?
I think there's a distinction between robbers and thieves in that robbers are a kind of thief.
You know what? Never mind. I'm anxiously awaiting this film because I want to know how it justifies its weird title.
You will completely forget by the time we talk about it again if we do.
Oh my
Hold on. Hey Siri. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I don't have an iPhone. Cortana. Hey Cortana. She's not working. She's not listening to me.
Yeah, because she's an off-brand copy.
About Playmobil movie. What does it have a month or just 2018?
2018.
Let's just say January 1st, 2018.
This is gonna be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What the fuck is this?
I'm doing it. Yeah. Remind you about this? Remind you about Playmobil movie Monday, January 1st, 2018.
And here's the thing.
Time.
If it's like right at midnight, you're gonna be like sludgy at the time, so you're not gonna remember the reminder.
Oh, I'll be here. I think you underestimate what little life I have. Remind. I'm doing it. There. It happened.
Oh, what?
Stay tuned, boys and girls.
That's about all I've got.
I was
kind of off the ball this week, but that's fun enough stuff, right?